Okay, in this video we're just going to talk about the auto review feature on the Panasonic GH6, and specifically somebody had asked me, when you take photos, what's the quickest way to delete them after you've taken them? So what you'll find by default is when you switch the camera on, and we could just focus on this guy, if I can lock focus on him, take a picture, and then we get this preview screen, so that's called the auto review screen. And it comes up just for a couple of seconds and disappears. But what you'll find is if we try and use our normal playback mode, so like if we try and use the bin icon, we take the picture, go to use the bin icon, and it just takes us back to taking a photo again. So our playback features essentially are kind of disabled in that auto review screen. But what we can do about that, we can jump into the menu. So we just want to go menu, cog, and then the first camera icon, and that's the monitor display photo menu. And then in there we want auto review. So if you click into that, you can see we've got two options in here. So we've got the duration time, and it does say in brackets photo, and that's because this is just a photo feature. So if you shoot a video, it's not going to then bring the video up in the playback kind of view afterwards. It doesn't do an auto review. So this is purely just photography. But I'm in the aperture priority mode, but it works across most of the modes when you're taking pictures. The only time it won't work, you'll find if you jump into the one of the burst modes, any of them, because the camera's working so quickly, obviously it's not going to give you a 2-3 second review for every picture. So what you'll find is it bursts, then you'll get your review for the last picture. So it's not as useful there, but in single shots, you can kind of set it as you want. So if you're quite casually taking pictures, you may even bring it right up to hold. So you take in the pictures and then it just sits there on the playback frame, and you can look at your picture, and you can kind of actually sit and sort of see if it's in focus, if it's composed the way you wanted, or thereabouts. And you can go anywhere from 5 seconds to half a second, which I don't really find is that useful, but it's an option. Or you can just completely switch it off. So you just take a picture, and that's it. It's just back into taking pictures again. So it's completely up to you what you want to do. But essentially, what I was talking about to the person that asked this is what you can do is you could set this to, let's say, 3 seconds. And if we come down to this second option, which is Playback Operation Priority, what this will allow you to do is actually get your playback features back. So whether that's reviewing images or just deleting them. So we can click that on, do our shot again, and then when we hit delete, we've actually got the options there. So I can just say, I don't want that picture, I'm going to get rid of that. And it just allows us to do that. So it's quite a nice option, because without those features, the preview can be slightly pointless. And also you can do you could take a picture and you can jump in and you can do things like display on it. So once you've done this as well, it essentially overrides the time. So now I've gone into the display, I can actually kind of toggle through, and we're just there in the playback menu now without having to jump into it. So it really just depends, what kind of pace, I suppose, of photography you're doing. But that can be a really useful feature, and it's good to know it's there as something that you can use. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more about the Panasonic GH6, then please subscribe to the channel and check out the playlist as well.